Right. Thank God.
Yes. So we are here today. My name is Asha Gilker. For those of you that don't know me, the head of marketing at Tentho, I am here with my incredible boss, Giuseppe Garcia Salomon. Giuseppe, say hello.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Happy Friday.
So we're here today to have a quick small business chat. And we're talking about a really fun topic today. And I'm hoping we're going to be talking about this more often because this is the best way to learn. Let's talk about small business success stories, ones that Giuseppe knows quite well of our current past members or just individuals that we know in our network, right? That we can learn from. Today, we want to know of examples of how these small business owners have found success in unique ways and innovative ways that maybe is something that we haven't heard before, right? So, Giuseppe, we're going to go through three different ones. And we already talked about this, so we know exactly what we're going to go into.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the first one. How about we talk about nonprofits first? Give me an
Okay.
example of a nonprofit customer. Tell me about the problem they've had, the innovative solution that they came up with, and then what it actually brought benefit-wise to their business.
Sure. So, yeah, I mean, nonprofits, although they're not particularly usually owned by one person, they have a board, and the board is overseeing an executive director, and then that executive director is working towards fulfilling the mission of the organization in conjunction with that board. So, we've had a lot of different nonprofit members come to us, and the reoccurring theme with the issues and problems that they have is pretty much the same. I'm going to speak to one individual example, but this has been pretty much applicable to probably 10 different ones that I've seen come to us. So I think the major problem for nonprofits is that their budgets for the administration of the organization is oftentimes small. And so they're trying to get a lot done with very little resources. And then also there's a lot of complexity to the reporting requirements for nonprofits as well, because they have to report not only to their donors, and they more than likely have to do an annual audit, but they also have to report to their grant funders, private foundations, and they have to report on the program itself and on the financial side of everything as well. So I think the biggest challenge that a lot of them have is, how do we segment our data with an affordable use of technology so that we can easily report on those items? And most people just don't have the skill set or knowledge to be able to understand exactly how they need to structure things in order to do that. A couple of our clients our members did bring me in with the rest of our team in order to take a high-level look at exactly what they had going on. And we were able to implement a system in QuickBooks Online Advanced that not only was able to produce the outcome reports that they needed for all their specific grant funders, it allowed for them to make better decisions. It allowed for more visibility and insights with their board. And they had a huge increase in their ability to use their funds more wisely, and they fulfilled their mission better. So the bottom line is that they embrace the use of technology, and they embrace the advice that we gave them and the processes and systems that we put in place in order to make them super efficient. And as a result, the organization exploded. A lot more grants were able to be obtained, and they were able to significantly grow the amount of revenue they were bringing in, which means that they were able to help more people in the mission of the organization.
That makes so much sense. I mean, you cannot expect individuals who are creating a nonprofit for a particular cause to know everything, particularly the finance side and the technical side. And there's so much technology out there that when it comes to finance technology, that changes every day. So you need to consult with professionals to actually know where to go, what next steps to do, and how to implement things.
Exactly.
Awesome. Let's go to the second example. The second example. This is one that I love getting to know more about because I know this much. Crypto. You know
Yeah,
quite a bit about crypto. I believe you're certified. Is that right?
that's
And
correct.
yes, so there's so much controversy, so much to learn every day. There's something new. There's headaches. There's heart fuzzy feelings. You never know what you're going to get to when it comes to crypto every day. So give us an example of a crypto customer slash member who had a unique problem and how did they solve it?
Yeah. So not only do we have experience in working with crypto, but we're also learning a lot about um, NFTs and DAO communities. And how those need to be structured in order to be compliant for tax purposes. So the biggest challenge that these companies have, and that one member in particular that we've been working with, was launched and born in Ethereum and never possessed any other type of fiat currency. Everything was done in on the chain in Ethereum, and so it made things very complicated because how do you aggregate data in a way that you can understand as a regular business, and and make and apply the same types of management decisions when everything is based on a platform that doesn't integrate well with traditional accounting systems and where traditional accounting rules may not always apply. So, what the first thing that we did was we went out and sourced a variety of different technologies that we could use in order to pull the transaction data in off of the chain and convert it into a fiat currency. And that way we were able to display it on an income statement and on a balance sheet in a way that we were able to understand exactly what the value was at the point of time of different transactions and what were the asset holdings of the company. And we were able to get a better, more clear picture in a language that everyone was able to understand by utilizing this app. Now, not to say that it wasn't a very difficult and a hard challenge, but then lots of questions came about, the tax treatment of certain types of transactions and what was the basis, and whether or not, harvesting needed to occur where you sell your cryptocurrency into fiat and convert it back in order to take the loss, right? Because, it might have been valued higher at the time that you obtained the crypto. And then, at the time that you're coming to the year end, it might not be valued as high. And if you're going to have a huge tax liability because when you bought it, it was very valuable, then you
Yeah.
want to trade it so that you get to take the loss on the value of that cryptocurrency. A lot of people, the biggest mistake that they make is that they hear the word currency in cryptocurrency and
Mhm.
they think that crypto is currency, and crypto is not currency. It's a digital asset. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like walking around with, a bar of gold in your pocket. You're not going to take that gold. It's not reasonable for you to walk around with a block of gold and then shave off like 0.0001 grams of gold or whatever to make a transaction. And I think that's where people get really confused because they think that it's same as cash, and it's really not meant to be used that way. I think maybe the original intention was for it, but it's not actually working out to be that way, and the IRS is not treating it that way.
So for all business owners that are dealing with crypto, right, whether you're starting or in the middle of it, or you're really build an empire on your crypto and other types of digital assets, there is no other way for you to really understand how to account and bookkeep and really manage that part of your business without a professional who deals with it and knows the back end. I mean,
Yeah.
this changes so quickly, right? So for those that are listening, hope my brother is one of them because he is crazy when it comes to it. I really hope that he learned a thing or two. And if anything, give us a call later. All
Mhm.
right. Awesome. Let's go to the last one. This is the third example for today. Again, this is a quick and easy conversation just to come up with some, innovative ideas that maybe you might be struggling with. The last one is an e-commerce business case. Can you tell me of a problem and then an innovative solution and then what benefits that it bring to our member or
Yeah,
members?
for sure. So a big one that's been coming to us more recently, especially after the pandemic, a lot of people started online businesses and started selling through e-commerce. And there's a lot of challenges associated with selling online. And there's a lot of hidden fees and extra costs that are involved. And if you're not properly accounting for all of those things, then you're not going to be able to see what your actual profit margins are for all of those different types of sales channels. And you might actually be losing money through your online selling. And even though cash is coming in the bank, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're making a profit. So it's really important that you set up those systems. And also too, just because the type of the transactions that the frequency of the transactions is really what I'm trying to say, that are coming through and flowing through, depending on how much volume you're running, it can get really challenging really quickly. So what we typically do when we're working with people who are selling online is we're going to set up some sort of an app or connector to your accounting system that's going to link all of your various sales channels and consolidate all of the sales data into a single point of entry in your accounting system. And it needs to be set up in a way so that things are segregated out. Like, what are your costs per item sold? What is the shipping fees associated with it? Are you charging your customers, or are you taking the shipping charge yourself? Are you selling on Amazon? Because then you have Amazon fees, you have fulfilled by Amazon fees, you have marketing fees. There's a variety of different fees that Amazon charges that also need to be split out so that you can understand very clearly, this is my gross profit margin, this is my net profit margin for these products. Am I priced appropriately? Does it make sense to continue to sell on this channel, or should I be trying to sell somewhere else? A lot of people just put it on Amazon because it's easy, but in most cases, it's very difficult to actually turn a profit on Amazon because of all of the fees that are involved in selling there. And to be really high up in your ranking on Amazon is also super difficult. So Amazon sometimes can be more of a marketing strategy where it's putting your stuff out there so that people find it. But then if they want to come back and buy more, you redirect them to your actual website for fulfillment. So, that's one of the things that we do. So implementing those different types of systems and structuring their chart of accounts in a way that they can clearly, very easily see whether or not they're making money in each one of those sales channels, and then make really smart decisions about what they should do next.
The common theme I'm hearing is visibility, right? You really need to know what the heck everything looks like on your end when it comes to your finances. Not every system says all the right things. And when it comes to Amazon specifically, we have an awesome article that we wrote on our website. Check it out. It dissects all those fields and gives you an example of what each one of them looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that might be it for today, Giuseppe. That might have been our own little session. In that case, I'm going to say thank you for today's quick call. Everybody who was listening, thank you. We're definitely going to be back very soon, maybe even next Friday, depending on our schedule. Right, Giuseppe?
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody, have a great weekend. Giuseppe, any exciting plans for Saturday, Sunday?
Work. It's tax season.
That's right. That's right. That's what we do,
Yes.
right?
Have a good weekend.
Have a great weekend. Bye.